First of all, Final Cut Express. First of all, what we did, we captured the footage. This means that if we ever need the footage again, it's always available, unlike if we're using old, destructive editing techniques whereby the footage of the film on a tape is cut up and glued together. This is why we use digital editing software like Final Cut Express, so that we were able to come back and make changes as we needed to for our rough cut and final cut. So first of all, we capture the footage into the browser, and we actually renamed our footage by the shoot location. So here you've got house retake footage, new camera, new footage, present day, the rape scene, retake, and the titles. So first of all, what we did, we open the clip up, and here we can scrub through what the actual clip is. So just to show you a few of the different clips that we have. So we'll take this clip and we can play through.
Sorry, I didn't think it had gone, guys.
And then we can mark an in point with the letter I and play, and an out point if we were going to use that footage. We then pick up the footage and drop it over into insert. So drop it over to insert, and this actually drops it down into our timeline down here. So drops it down here, and as you can see, we can play it, and the footage that we have actually just marked the in and out points is now part of our timeline in our final film. Once we've got it in the timeline, and here's what we had to do, and obviously all these are different shots where it looks cut up. It's just scrubbing through all of our film. So all these we've inserted using in and out points, and the credits on the end. So the next thing we did was we created credits. We actually went for a simple credit, so reborn from sin. There we go, and once again we drop that over to insert, and that'll play Reborn from Sin as our titles before. And then into the footage. So we've got all our clips in place, and then what we had to do is we had to create the credits. So we put all the star in and everything. So we go to the end of the film by clicking on this button over here, go to the next edit, open text, and then we went for scrolling text, which is the credit style. So we can put starring Sam Clark, Adele, Dibble, Holly Sanford, and that'll actually play. So this depicts how long you want the titles to last, so only a couple of seconds. So you press play, and starring our names of our production company. Drop that over to insert. As it's gone red, we have to render the project. So after we've put all the footage in, put all the titles as well, we can add effects. So go to video transitions, and we can put fades, swings, cross zooms, and a load of different things we've actually used, and ripple effects as we've used in our film here. Next thing we do, once we've got all our footage in place. Next thing we have to do is add the sound. So here we've got a load of sound from which we can choose from. So we've got, this is production music, we've got sound ideas, so we've got ambience, animals, foley, so we've just got absolutely thousands from which we can choose. And then all we gotta do, click in the browser and we drag the sound so where we want it and drag it into the browser, into our timeline. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see. So you can see that the footage, the sound that we've just added. So that's what we did. We added a load of different production music, like disorientated, and we also added at the start a sound effect of an alarm, because we didn't actually use the alarm sound that we had in our original footage. So after we've added all the titles, put all the footage that we need in, added the sounds like the alarms, foley, ambience and production music, it's now time that we can export the project as a QuickTime movie. So we can call it Reborn from and I'll write it out. Once that's finished, exporting it out as a QuickTime movie, as a MOV file, we can then go to YouTube, which we're using as the video platform. YouTube's a free video hosting platform which allows anybody like us with an account to upload videos to the internet. We've actually used YouTube as a video hosting platform for our rough cut, our final cut, animatic, evaluation videos and existing media product examples. So all we have to do is sign in, go to upload, and we can select the file that we've just exported. Go to there and go to one of ours that we've just done. So if we go over to our videos, you can see that Reborn from Sin is now up and live, and it's public. This means that we can play it in YouTube, and that's all of our final film. So we've got it onto YouTube now. Next thing we want to do is put it into our blog. So next thing we do is open Blogger. And create a new post. And call it Final Cut. Go over to HTML, so we go back over to the film, go to Share, and then go to Embed, and copy the embed code, paste it into our blog, into our Final Cut. We can publish that, and if I click on it, we should be able to. So if I go to View Blog, it should be at the top. We've actually decided to use Blogger as it enables us to post all the required elements, such as the final cut and rough cut of the course, in a time-stamped chronological order. from the research and planning right through to the final cut and the evaluation. Blogger is a website which allows our blog to be accessed anywhere over the internet. As I've just shown you, Blogger is compatible with a wide range of technologies and products like YouTube. This meant that we were able to embed our elements like the storyboard and final film as part of our blog, not just a web link to the products. So from the blog we are able to play the film and it's actually part of our blog rather than having to go and search for it in YouTube.